guys and welcome to today's video. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name's Chloe and this is my channel. Make sure you like this video and subscribe, it's free, so why wouldn't you want to? So today I'm doing a Q&A, not that anyone is actually interested in knowing about my life. So yeah, so basically I'd put on all of my Instagram accounts that I was doing a Q&A and getting people to ask me questions. So I'm just gonna answer a few questions. So I'm just gonna get on with the video. When did you begin getting into photography? So I started getting into photography when I started helping out with Liv's photo shoots for her GCSE work. Basically, like, I just enjoyed taking photos and doing the photo shoots and that whole process, and then I decided that I wanted to do it at A level and I just fell in love with it from there on, really. So yeah. So the next question is, what's my wardrobe essential? My wardrobe essential, a belt. Everybody needs a belt. Personally, it really does trigger me when I see people that wear jeans with belt loops and don't wear a belt. Like, I don't know what it is. It just really sets me off on one. So you'll very rarely see me wear a pair of trousers that doesn't have a belt loop. Like, it has to have belt loops. And I feel like it's partly because I can never find a pair of jeans that fits me properly or a pair of trousers. So yeah. What did you want to do career-wise when you were younger? When I was younger, I had so many ideas of what I wanted to be. I used to want to be a vet at some point. Then I realised you have to stab animals with needles, and I don't like needles anyway, so that was like a no-go for me. Also, I'm not smart enough to do that. I don't know why I ever thought I would be. Then I got this idea in my head that I wanted to be a fashion designer. I really don't know where that came from. And then I decided I wanted to do acting, and I did my drama group for like quite a few years. I've always really enjoyed acting. I love performing, love all that kind of stuff. But for me, it was just very unrealistic that I was ever going to get into that kind of field of things. So I just ditched that, decided I wanted to be an interior designer, realised I actually hate designing. And then obviously you want to be a photographer. So another question I got was, what is my dream job? We're either thinking unrealistically or realistically, because if we're thinking unrealistically, I would love to be an astronaut because I think that's just so cool. Like, who would not want to go to space? But if we're thinking realistically, I just want to be somewhere in a different country, being paid to take photos or videos or do something. Basically, a job where I get paid to travel. That would be like my dream job, realistically. So yeah, I guess in a way that could be an astronaut. I could get paid to go to space and take photos. That would be cool. The next question I got was, what star sign are you and how are you most related to it? So my star sign is Libra. The traits that I know from my star sign is that they are very balanced and very creative. A Libra tends to either care way too much or not at all, which I think is me. Like, I think I would care way too much about some certain situations and people that don't seem to care that much about me. Yeah, I think I also care way too much what people think of me as well, but also in the same sense, I literally don't care at the same time. So the next question is, I keep kicking my camera, so I'm really sorry if the continuity is going off. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Hopefully with a job, I hope. In 5 years time, so I'm going to be doing 3 years at uni, and that gives me 2 years to find a job after that, I suppose. Ideally, I would like to see myself in a different country, taking pictures and just enjoying life. I don't actually see myself in a relationship in 5 years time, if I'm being brutally honest. Who knows, I might be in a relationship in 5 years time. Or I could just be single for the rest of my life. Who knows? My thoughts on Love Island right now. I'm up to the episode where Amy has decided to leave. I'm sorry if I've spoiled this for anyone if no one has watched this, but that's where I'm up to. I cried at the last episode. Well, I just cried at the episode that I saw when Amy left. I'm happy that she's left because I know that it's going to benefit her, but at the same time, like, it's a bit like, you kind of wish she didn't leave, but at the same time, I know exactly how she feels. She does need space and she needs to be away from him. Like, you can't watch someone crack on with someone else because Like that is it's really hard accepting that someone's just gonna go off with someone else. And in a way she was cheated on, and that is something really, really not very nice to deal with. She's put her whole faith in Curtis and she's fallen in love, and he has just thrown it back in her face in a way. But I do love Curtis. He's such a gentleman. He is so kind when he's not breaking up with Amy. He gives such good advice as well. Like, I need someone like that in my life who's going to guide me and tell me exactly how it is and give me motivational speeches, because that is what I need right now. Other than the course itself, what are you most looking forward to for uni? I cannot wait to make new friends. Like, I am so excited to meet new people. By the way, that is not dissing my current friends. Like, I absolutely love every single one of them. Have never moved schools before. I've always lived in the same house. I've always lived in the same town. Obviously, if I've always lived in the same house. Yeah, I've always been around the same people. And I'm really excited to go somewhere where everyone's going to be like me. Because I am going to Falmouth University, it is a creative arts university, so everyone there is going to be in the same mindset as me. Everyone's going to be creative, we're all going to have the same like mindsets, we're all going to be on the same wavelength, and I am so excited to experience that. I got another question regarding university, which was, what are you most looking forward to about starting university? So that's kind of like the same thing, because there's like another thing that I'm really excited, and that is for the equipment. There is so much equipment I can use when I go to university, and I am so excited. I'm literally going to be renting a different camera every single week. I'm going to be trying stuff, I'm going to be going out taking photos, we get to go on lots of trips. Like, that's something else I'm really looking forward to. If you had to move to one place in the world and stay there, where would it be and why? There's two places. Either Canada or Australia, just because I think they are beautiful places. I've never been to Australia and I've never been to Canada, but Canada, I have this vision in my mind where it's all going to be like green and like loads of forest and like windy roads, and it's just going to be beautiful, and like all these lakes and stuff, and there'll be like grizzly bears and like deer and all that kind of stuff. There's that side of it, and then in the autumn it will go all these beautiful like autumnal colours, and the leaves, oh, like that image in my head. But I know not all of Canada is going to be like that. The same with Australia, being beautiful seas and lots of coral and like, you know, fish and sea turtles and all that kind of stuff. Like, I know it's not all going to be like that. Like, there's going to be huge massive spiders, which I'm not too comfortable about. And I love the Australian accent. I love it. The Australian accent is definitely the winning factor on that. So I've also just had a question which says, what's been happening with you recently? In a general sense, what has been going on with me recently? I mean, I've finished my A-levels, I'm ready to go to university, I'm going on holiday in a few weeks. Obviously, I've been focusing a lot of time on my YouTube channel, I've been working a lot. I've got 2 jobs at the moment, so I'm working up at the leisure centre where I usually lifeguard, and I'm also working on a open water beach. It's like a fake beach, but it's great because I get to be outside, and I also have terrible tan lines on my legs from my shorts and my socks and shoes. So that is great. So another question I got was, what's the weirdest nickname you've been given? My dad calls me Clodagh Rubbish, because I'm rubbish and I'm a failure. I'm joking. I hope, well, I say joking. I mean, I hope I'm not a failure. If I'm a failure, then I'm screwed. So yeah. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have another question that you want to ask me, please comment that down below, and I will do another video in time when I get more questions. That's if anyone actually wants to know anything about my life. If you want to follow my Instagram accounts, they are aka Clobo and ChloeNeves.photography. So yeah, thank you very much for watching again, and have a good week.